Section 1. You will hear a conversation between a library receptionist and a man named John who is applying for a library membership. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 10.
Good morning, City Library. How can I help you?
Hi. I'd like to join the library.
Sure. Could I have your full name, please?
It's John Smith.
And your address?
27 Green Street.
Great. And what's your contact number?
It's 077 8934 5122.
Thanks. What type of membership are you interested in?
Oh, just the standard one.
That will be £15. Would you like to hear about our upcoming events?
Yes, please.
On the 15th of November, we have a book club at 6 p.m. It's free, but we ask attendees to bring their favorite book. On the 22nd, there's an author talk at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are £5, but booking is required. For children, we have a storytelling session on the 30th at 10 a.m. It's £2 per child. On the 5th of December, there's a writing workshop at 2 p.m. for £10. And don't forget to bring your laptop. Finally, on the 12th, we have a free film screening at 5 p.m., but it's for members only.
That is the end of Section 1. Now you have half a minute to check your answers. Section 2. You will hear a talk about the Greenfield Community Centre. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 20.
Welcome to the Greenfield Community Centre. Our centre was built in 1985 and has since become a hub for cultural events, educational programs, and community gatherings. The main hall can accommodate up to 250 people and is available for rent at £150 per day. Unfortunately, we don't have a swimming pool, but we do have a gymnasium, a library, and a cafeteria. Let me guide you through the facilities. As you enter the building, the main hall is directly in front of you. To your left is the cafeteria, and to your right is the parking lot. Behind the main hall, you'll find the garden, and next to it is the gymnasium.
That is the end of Section 2. Now you have half a minute to check your answers. Section 3. You will hear a conversation between two students and their tutor discussing a project. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
All right, Emma and Liam. Let's review your project progress. Let's start with the basics. What's your topic?
We're focusing on climate change, specifically how it's portrayed in the media.
Good choice, but remember the deadline. It's December 10th. That's in 3 weeks. How's your research shaping up?
We're aiming to highlight public awareness gaps. We've drafted survey questions to interview people.
How many participants are you targeting?
We thought 15, but the guidelines mention at least 20 for reliable data.
Correct. Now, about your presentation. How long will it be?
We planned for 20 minutes, but the handbook says no longer than 15. Now you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions 26 to 30.
Let's discuss your project scope. Initially, you wanted to cover global policies, right?
Yes, but you said that's too broad. We narrowed it to media's role in public awareness.
Perfect. Now, your interview method. Are you using structured questions?
Mostly yes or no questions, for quick analysis.
I'd recommend open-ended questions instead. They'll give deeper insights.
Okay, but how many sources do we need for the bibliography?
At least 10 credible ones. Journals, books, no blogs.
And what about the slides? Should we add videos or diagrams?
Keep them minimal. Focus on clear text and key points.
Great. Any final tips?
Start early. Last year, a team missed the deadline due to procrastination.
That is the end of section 3. Now you have half a minute to check your answers. Section 4. You will hear a lecture on urban wildlife. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Today, we'll discuss urban wildlife animals that live in cities. Urban wildlife refers to species that have adapted to urban environments, such as foxes, pigeons, and squirrels. These animals have learned to thrive in human-dominated landscapes, but they face numerous challenges. One of the main challenges is habitat loss. As cities expand, natural habitats are destroyed, leaving animals with fewer places to live and breed. However, urban areas also provide unique opportunities for some species. For example, cities offer abundant food sources, such as garbage and discarded food, which can support larger populations of certain animals. A notable example is the urban fox. Over the last decade, the population of urban foxes has increased by 30%, as they've adapted to city life. Birds, too, have shown remarkable adaptability. Many species have changed their behavior to survive in urban environments. For instance, some birds now sing at higher pitches, to be heard over city noise, and others have adjusted their nesting habits to use man-made structures. Despite these adaptations, urban wildlife faces significant threats. Pollution, including air and noise pollution, can harm animals' health and disrupt their natural behaviors. Additionally, the risk of collisions with vehicles is much higher in cities. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect urban wildlife. One effective strategy is the creation of green spaces, such as parks and gardens, which provide habitats and food sources for animals. Another approach is the development of wildlife corridors, paths that connect fragmented habitats, allowing animals to move safely through urban areas. In conclusion, urban wildlife plays an important role in maintaining biodiversity in cities. By understanding the challenges they face and implementing thoughtful conservation measures, we can ensure that these animals continue to thrive alongside humans.
That is the end of section 4. Now you have half a minute to check your answers.